Yeah, yeah, yeah. Welcome, everybody, to the 704 Charlotte Bound Show. It's your boy Edge with another great show of the word Edgewise. I'm your host, Edge, and welcome to this morning's show. So, right before you go right up in here, hey, make sure you hit that like button, make sure you hit the subscribe button. Make sure you turn on the notification, hit all to make sure you don't miss a great episode on any episode for the 704 Charlotte Bound Show. Man, yo, we got a great show today, man. And I wouldn't even call it a great show. I would basically just call this a sit down show, man. Where you just come in, we just sit down and we just talk, we just hash it out and we just talk. You know, this is basically called the counseling sessions. How dare I want to win? That's literally what it is. How dare I want to win? Just let that sink into your brains and think about what that means. What it basically truly really means is this. You're sick and tired of all the same BS. You're tired of the piss poor planning of everything, and all you want is just something to hold on to, something to gravitate to, something that you can say, "This is mine, and this is what I want." You know, that's what it means to say. Let me go ahead and rope into these comments real quick. We got Jermaine JP Shepard in the building. What's going on, brother? I see you, man. I see you. We got NH official in the building, man. How dare I want to win with the laughing emojis? Hey, brother. I see you with the avatar, man. The Haynes King. I know it. I got you, brother. I got you. JP over here is basically saying, I still can't believe Edge used that as a show title. But JP, am I wrong? Am I wrong? Is this not what we want for the Carolina Panthers? Are we sick and tired of having mediocrity after mediocrity after mediocrity? Are we sick and tired of that? Because I am. I don't know about you. I am. I'm tired of it. Relax Talk Sports in the building saying, who is going to cry for Bryce today? You know what? Brother, look, let me tell you something. I don't know who's going to cry for him, but I know it's not me. I'm not crying for him. I'm not crying for him. MJD in the building. He says, sounds like a ICDC college commercial. You tired of sitting on the couch? Hey, look, we all tired of sitting on the couch, brother. I'm tired of sitting on the couch. I'm tired of sitting on the couch on Sundays and watching my team just get hammered, get slaughtered, just don't bring any forth effort into winning. That's what I'm tired of, man. That's what I'm tired of. But before we go ahead and get up on in here, man, I got to introduce you to the co-host, the founder of the 704 Charlotte Bound Show. Twan Don's in the building. Twan, what's up, brother?
Yo, what's going on, Edge?
Hey, people been asking for it, and it's now
Yeah,
here. Wait, there we go. People have been asking for it, and it's now here.
yeah.
I know I've been trying to get a show on for a while, but hey, it's here now,
It's here.
and nobody can say nothing different.
Yeah.
Man,
What you got for us today?
like I said, man, like this is gonna be some barber talk, some barbershop talk, but it's also gonna be a counseling session. So don't worry. As some previous counselors would tell you, everything will stay here in this session. Well, hey, I'm sorry, everybody. This is on the internet. It ain't gonna be just in here. It's gonna be everywhere, and I mean everywhere. So, Twan, let's go ahead and get into it, brother.
Let's do it.
Come sit, come sit on the couch and just lay your grievances out, man. What you got for me, my brother? What you got?
Man, I got nothing, man. It's time to watch the game tonight.
See?
I mean, look, I'm not laying on the couch. I'm the dude that's talking to y'all. I'm the psychiatrist.
Well, look at
You
that.
know, I'm the one trying to get y'all right. You know what I'm saying?
Hmm. Well,
I know. You know, I mean, been through this since day one. You know, I know when something starts off and looks fraudulent from the beginning. You know, and we're all hoping for a great season, and I think the consensus is just the slow starts. You know, and I don't. You know, I mean, I'm hearing in Jaguars camp, you know, like they scored 5 straight times on us, you know, and so now, as disastrous as that offense was, what's going on with the defense?
honestly,
And, you know, I
man,
know we got injuries all over the field, so we can't get a true assessment
that's true.
and, until really game one of the regular season. But, you know, the slow starts is killing us, man.
Yeah, it is killing us. Anyone knows? No one knows also killing us about these slow starts. An historical trend of the slow starts in the Carolina. The Panthers have repeatedly struggled to find early access rhythm across multiple coaching regimes, often taking until weeks 4 through 6 to establish an offensive identity. We can't have that. We like this season. For the 2026 season, we can't have that this time. We can't have that. We got a week 5 bye, and not only do we have that as well, we got the Eagles right behind it. We got the Eagles right behind the week 5, and then because we got to go to the Eagles for that, and not only that, we got the Bucks, and the Bucks are coming here. So if we have to wait between weeks 4, 5, and 6 to get that early offensive identity going. What? No. If we got to wait that long, then something's already wrong.
Right.
And mind you, not only that, we're playing the Bears first, who was the playoff team. We're playing the Falcons first, which people say Bryce is a Falcons killer. Okay, cool. We got the Browns first. Thank God for Myles Garrett not being there, going to the Rams. But hey, they got Jared Verso, and they got quarterback controversy issues. And we got the Lions right before the bye. Oh wait, by the way, the Lions were 9-8 last season with a winning record and didn't make the playoffs. Just let that part sink in. 9-8 did not make the playoffs in their division. But yet people want to come up to us and say, we made the division. We won our division. We were in the playoffs. Yeah, we were in the playoffs. Yeah, we earned that right to be in the playoffs. But we also got it with an 8-9 record, and we lost our last 3 games. Can anybody explain that part to me? Anybody? Twan? Chat? Anybody? Can anybody explain that part?
Um, I mean, there's so many questions around this team, bro. You know what I'm saying? I just don't know. Like, man, I'm gonna be for real. Like, you know, we doing the play by play later on today. You know what I'm saying? And for the show and post game, I mean pre game for the show, and it's just I really don't have the answers, man. It's like I feel like Sway, man, and you know, and Kanye, you know, saying Panthers, y'all don't have the answers. I mean, I don't, man. You know what I'm saying? Going forward, you know what I'm saying? It's going a lot of stuff is gonna come off negative, you know, but it's hard to get up for teams that don't give you anything to be excited about.
You're right. It is hard, and
it's hard.
Yeah, it is, and people want to keep still bring up the whole. Oh well, Bryce Young hit 3,000, hit his 3,000 yard mark. That's an accomplishment itself. Okay, cool.
For somebody else, but
that like everybody know. Like, did y'all realize that 12 to 13 players hit 3,000 yards? Right, you guys know that, right? And not only that, we have five quarterbacks that hit the 4,000 yard mark. Y'all do know that, right? I mean, if we're celebrating 3,000 yards as a pivotal milestone, then what other mediocrity are we going to be celebrating? I mean, my God, Ben Johnson, which JP brought up, top 5 defense last year without Ben Johnson in Detroit. Well, let's speak about Ben Johnson. Ben Johnson, who said that he wants Caleb Williams to be the first Bears quarterback to hit 4,000 yards in franchise history to hit 4,000 yards, and he's only had Caleb Williams for only 2 years. And he has high expectations for him. High. He wants him to hit 4,000 yards.
Who wants him to hit 4,000 yards?
Ben Johnson wants Caleb Williams to hit 4,000 yards. And mind you, we got to face the Bears in week 1. Here at the bank. I mean, you got a coach that our owner was trying to get into this building on numerous occasions, told him no, and basically get the quarterback that we hand gift wrapped to them, and he wants him to get 4,000 yards. Come on now. Come on. Like JP Shepard, man. It's basically saying like, yo, I think our defense will get their shit together, though. I really truly worried about the offense. You're right. You're right. I only truly worried about the offense as well. And then and right now, you know, with how the defense is playing, with the players that we've lost, you know, Nick Scorton to a season-ending injury. You know, I mean, we're still hurting at the linebacker position, even though we got Devin Lloyd out there. You know, I mean, thank God that we still have defensive linemen that are here ready to go. You know, I mean, it's getting brutal. I mean, we don't know what's going to be happening with Ike Ekwonu and freaking Taylor Moan. Thank God that we got offensive linemen that we got during the offseason, and we drafted Monroe Freeling, you know. And from what I've been hearing, Monroe Freeling has been holding his own. You know, it may not seem like
he was the number 1 draft pick. He better.
I mean, it may not seem like it, may not look like it, but if you watch the videos, he may be getting bull rushed back, but he ain't letting nobody can touch the quarterback. You know,
The bull rushing shit is, I mean, the guy's gonna give up some yards because they have to
yeah,
backpedal a little bit. You know what I'm saying?
yeah, they got to. They got to. They have to.
It's less taxing on you to drift back and block than to try to stand a dude straight up. You'll be tired quick as hell.
Oh yeah, you definitely gonna get tired quick as hell. And JP, just to answer your question about and before that, NH official said or maybe 3K is as hard to get. Hey, for some quarterbacks, it is hard to get 3,000 yards, man. It just depends on the situation. It depends if your wide receivers go down. Depends on how bad your offensive line just can't plug nothing up. It depends on if your running back, if your running game is just shitty, or maybe your run game is actually running good. It's probably running so well that you don't have to get 3,000 yards. People are going to shit on it, but if you got a damn good decent fucking run game, you probably don't have to get that. A la freaking Philadelphia Eagles with Saquon Barkley when they won the Super Bowl. And people were getting all up in Ertz and everything, with Jalen Hurts only getting freaking 2,000 plus yards that season, but they won the Super Bowl because they had the running game there and they had a defense. They had their identity, and mind you, they had their identity in the beginning part of the season. Mind you that. So before you go ahead and start putting up, things in the chat talking about, Jalen Hurts only had this, Jalen Hurts only had that. Remember what that team was identified as when they won that Super Bowl. And also remember the fact of when Jalen Hurts turned it on, he turned it on at the right time. And that time was in the Super Bowl when Saquon was shut down. Just remember that. But I digress. I can't get mad, or you can't get mad, or we can't get mad at a quarterback who has 63 wins with a Super Bowl and a Super Bowl MVP, but yet he keeps being on the hot seat. But you guys want to give Bryce Young all the rope in the world to try not to hang himself.
JP said, wasn't Caleb close to 4,000? He was 50 something yards away from 4,000.
I got you, brother. I got you. So
I already know he was 50 something yards. It was 3,900 and something.
I get the exact number for it, but I'm pretty sure, Tony, you are very, 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 very close to that number. I'm pretty sure it's actually probably that number. Yeah. That you're actually saying
he was top 10 last year in quarterbacks.
Oh yeah, he definitely was. He definitely was.
I mean, I don't know if Bryce has ever been in the top 10 of anything except some next gen stats, like the stats where you pick some dumb shit, to try to concentrate on.
Look, we've already look on one of our other previous shows, when we actually talked about, who should get the bag, but when it comes to Bryce and CJ Stroud, which, by the way, Twan did an excellent job on that, by the way, and that's also in our archives on our show, Charlotte, on the 704 Charlotte Brown Show, which you can go back and actually watch. Tell your friends about it, that you can do. We actually put that out there about those yards. We talked about that. So if you want to go back to hear the full rep of that show, just go ahead and go back to the archives on that one. But to answer JP's question, Twan, you was actually very, very close. It was actually 3,942 yards, which is ranked number seven in the league in passing yards.
Yeah, I said it was 50 something yards. So I was.
Yeah, you was very, very. You was right. You was hitting right on the money. You was hitting around on the money, man. You hitting around on the money. JP over here talking about free ding-a-ling-a-ling got him. Got to get his grown man strength, and he's still young physically. Yeah, he's still young physically, but you know what though? Everybody, they all want to, you know, say that, oh, Bryce Young is this, Bryce Young is that. But remember, Bryce Young did say that quarterbacks don't go to the gym. He did say that. So I don't know about physically strong. He gonna be with that,
Bryce definitely has the correct last name,
man. Young.
Bryce Young. He looks young. He plays young. He acts young.
It's because he is young, And then what thing I do want to get on this, because I know we talked about it ad nauseum. We did, and that's mainly the fan base split. The fan base is split between one QB. I've never seen a fan base so split in my life. It's not even funny no more. It's not. I mean,
I'll be right back.
I got you. I mean, the split of the fan base is basically, is due to the massive trade that we did to get Bryce Young, and also the early career freaking turbulence, that we also had, I mean, after a rough 2-15 rookie season and an early benching in 2024, the fan base is gonna get pissed off. It's gonna get mad. It's gonna be like, yo, we need to get rid of this guy. Like, what? You can't, like, this kid ain't it. I mean, the freaking skeptics, factor in the points of, his physical size limitation and his early inconsistency are the reasons to look at alternate quarterbacks rather than doubling down on him being the number one overall pick and sticking with him. I mean, there's plenty of quarterbacks. There's plenty of teams that moved off of quarterbacks after 1 year, and it didn't hurt them. It may have hurt them in the end, but it didn't hurt them. It didn't hurt them while they had it. Arizona, Josh Rosen, first round pick. After that season happened, what happened to him? Out the league, coach fired, bringing another head coach in, got the number one overall pick. Kyler Murray was in the building. The rest is history. Us, the Carolina Panthers. He who must not be named in good old Jimmy Clausen. Drafted him, stunk up the building. 2011 rolls around. The great Cam VP was in the building. Number one. I mean, it happens. Some teams will let it go 2 or 3, maybe 1, 2, 3 years. The Jets did with Sam Darnold, and look at Sam Darnold now. He went from basically being a bust and walking and being just a freaking ghost in the league, and now a Super Bowl winning quarterback. JP Basis says that beats offense in general was ninth under Ben Johnson. On Ben Johnson's first year. Yeah, you're right. They were, and we gotta face that defense. And are we as our offense ready for that? Is our offense ready for the Bears defense to come into the bank? And I know one thing, it's gonna be packed, it's gonna be loud. I know one thing, that stadium is gonna be full. But are we physically and mentally ready enough for the Bears to come in to win? Twan, do you think that we're ready?
No. Nope. No.
See everybody? Short, sweet, straight to the point, no explanations. Because Twan knows the history. Twan has seen this before. I've seen this before. Everybody that's on this panel has also seen this before. I mean, what more do we have to bring to the table to show you what we need to show you? Links in the chat. If you want, if anybody wants to come on in, you know, air their grievances out, get their frustrations out, just come on in, lay on the couch, and we got you. We're gonna try to help you get past this the best way possible. Help you get past with preseason. Help you with anything that we need to help you with. You know. Just like my boy Nick Trace said, hit that like, hit that like button, share and sub. Appreciate you with the Nick Tri-State. When I'm good, Nick. I'm good, man. I'm here. I'm here, man. Giving on the show, man. Of how I dare to win. You know what?
Tri-State, what up?
I gotta give y'all my ultimate take on how I dare to win. I dare to win because I was here for the days. I was actually in this state. I was actually in this state in 1995 when the Carolina Panthers first came here. I was literally here. So I've been with this team since then. I've seen the ups, I've seen the downs, I've seen the wins, I've seen the losses. I've been with this team since when the team went 1-15. When we had Julius Peppers here. I've seen it when Sam Mills gave off his famous speech, you know, to Steve Smith talking about, you know, we got to go here, we got to keep pounding, you know. I was here when I was with the team when Jake Delhomme threw that overtime pass against St. Louis against the greatest show on turf. You know, in double overtime, I was there for that. I was here when we drafted Cam Newton. I was here. I was with the team when we went 15-1. You know, I was here for that. I was here for all of it. I was even here.
Hey, yo, Edge. Ain't no one ready ever tell you look like Shine?
Nah,
whoa!
No one ever told me that. No one ever told me that. Nick Tri-State's in the building. What's going
good,
on, Nick?
fellas? Happy
What's
Friday.
going on, man?
So what is the title? What do you mean when you say "How dare I want to win"? You know,
the reason why I say "How I dare I want to win" because people get on me for talking about, you know, why can't you accept the fact that where the team is going? Why can't you accept, you know, that Bryce Young is trending upwards? Why can't you accept the fact that Bryce Young is a quarterback? Why can't you accept none of this? I can't accept none of this because I've seen this story before. We start slow, we end slow.
Okay, what is he trending upwards with? Is what I want to know.
He's trending
because of his career. He had his best year. That's fair to say.
He had his best year, but his best year
was an adequate year.
But his best year is a lot of players' worst year.
No, that's
injury-riddled year.
I remember when Nas. I remember Nas had a famous line of a song that he did. It was an underground song that he did with Raekwon, right? And I'm not talking about verbal intercourse, but he did it in the song. He had a line that says, "Your best album was my worst blunder."
Worst blunder. Yeah. I remember that song. Your best success is my worst blunder. Yeah. I remember that part.
Even if you trending up, like it's like say you got a sanitation grade of a C at a restaurant, right? And then you get a C plus. I still don't want to eat there.
No. You don't want to eat there because
if you go from a C to an A, okay, then let's talk.
But that one time that you got a C will be the one day I walk in there and I get food poisoning, you know, and I don't want that. I don't need that.
No.
So the reason why I dare to win, and the reason why I dare to win is because, like I said, I've been here when the team was bad, but I've also been here when the team was good, and I've been here both times when the team went to the Super Bowl. 2 times. I stayed up late because I was in another country. I stayed up late watching the Super Bowl, the first one, and we damn near pulled it off. If KC would have just not kicked it out of bounds, I trusted my defense, but man, I wanted him to not kick that ball. If David did not kick that ball out of bounds, we would have already had a Super Bowl. If our line would have showed up in 2015 and gave a little bit of help to Von Miller, we would have had a second one. Because that defense that we had 2015 was lights the fuck out.
Shout out to JP too, man. I said that on Freddie's show. You know, so I feel like Jay-Z. I said Jay-Z. Damn, JP and Jay-Z said. I feel like me and JP on the same page because. He said technically by QBR, and that's when I brought that QBR up on Freddie's show when the motherfuckers kept trying to go. So Bryce last year was worse than his second year. His QBR was a 47.
Yeah.
That's fucking horrible, bro. Because the thing is, and you know what QBR really tells people that are in love with Bryce fans? Yeah, you could point out all the good games he had and all the good moments that he had. But them bad ones overpowered those good ones and brought that score down to a 47. It just means he had moments, not great games.
And those great games overshadowed all his moments. Because it's like what people are saying, like, you can be good at so many great things. You know, you can be the best of everything. You have one blunder, people are going to forget those 15, 20 years of greatness that you had because they only remember that one blunder. And that's the blunder that people are going to remember you for. They're not going to remember you for the time that you helped out, you know, the old lady help her walk across the street. They're not going to remember the time where you helped, you know, shovel out somebody's house in the snow, you know, in freaking 5-degree weather. You know, they're not going to remember that. They're not going to remember that. They're not going to remember the countless donations that you gave to the cause or the food drives that you've done. No, they're not going to remember that. They're going to remember that one time where you had one too many times to drink, and then you made a wrong choice. And then that choice is going to follow you. That's the thing that they're going to remember you for. They're not going to remember you for all the great that you've done. They're going to remember you for that one time. And then that one time is going to follow you so much that's going to be your defining. That's going to be your defining legacy until they find something different. That's basically Bryce's. That's basically how Bryce's career is. For now, everybody remembers the bad. Everybody remembers the bad. Not a lot of people are going to remember the good. The only people that
so much bad, you know.
Yeah. And the only people that's going to remember the good are the people who are going to refuse to see and point to the reality part of what's happened. They're not going to.
I don't know how they grade in classes now, high school, college, whatever. Listen, I know when I was in high school though. Every time you took a test, like I know part of your grade was homework, but it was mostly the test. Mm-hmm. I know whenever you took a test, like if you got a 50 on the test, you got a 75 on the test, you got 82 on the test, another 70 on the test, you got 2 90s on the test, you got 100 on the test, you didn't study at all, got a 30, a 40 something. Like, you could turn to like 4 or 5 tests that you tested well on, but you're still going to fail the class because those bad scores are so bad, they're going to pull it all the way down. And then you may have to repeat that class. It just means that whatever those tests was on, you do those things well. but the test that you failed, you're horrible at that.
Yeah.
And then college, unlike high school, when that happens over and over and over and over, you know what people eventually do? They change their major. They go, look, man, I'm just not very good at this, so I'm going to try something else.
Yep.
That's when it comes to that QBR. When Bryce he's tested every Sunday. He takes a test every Sunday. And what's his grade? You can look at the 100 and the extra credit he got on with Atlanta. And then you could go to a game where he only had 54 yards the whole game. That's an F. You put an F with an A, it's going to bring you to a C immediately.
And you better hope that C's a high C too.
It doesn't even when you fail miserably and you do something really well, the median is that you're just okay at it. Yeah. Nothing special. And then you have to win again and have some high scores, or you can win again and you look at your stats and it goes, you wasn't the reason why y'all won. Mm-hmm. Like, okay, the class wins, which is the team wins, but you didn't.
Exactly. And
that's how the numbers work, man. So for people that love numbers in football, I understand it. For people who love the eye test, I understand it. But you know, you got the great man Tony in your chat too, bro. You know, you better start yelling some of these people out.
Oh shoot, what's going on, Tony? He's like, oh Charles, don't you backslide now. Don't let your good work go in vain. Hey, what's going on, Tony? Man, how you doing, brother? How you doing? Well, let's just go ahead and get to that other point too as well. You know, the realistic expectations of the 2026 to the 2027 season. First point: record and division. Expect a dogfight in the NFC South. A realistic target is 8-9 or 10-7 record, competing once again for the division crown alongside Tampa Bay. Stat predictions. Building on his progression, reasonable benchmarks for Young are around 33,000 to 36,000 passing yards, 22 to 25 touchdowns, and keeping his interceptions near or below 10 to 12. And with all that is with the offensive evaluation, with the weapon of Tedero McMillan entering his second year after a record-breaking rookie campaign, and the defensive additions like Jaden Phillips and Devin Lloyd keeping games close, Young won't need to carry the team alone. He just needs to be an efficient distributor, aka just be the game manager. And
so let me tell you, I want to say something about the game manager thing, bro. Let me tell you why the game manager thing is not sufficient in the NFL. All right, it's cool if you can win that way. The fans are happy because we win. We just want to win. We don't care how we win. We just want to win. Right. Let me tell you why game managing as a quarterback does not work well. Why? All right, so when you are a wide receiver or a tight end and you have incentives in your contract, you know, and you have a quarterback that is a game manager, gets the ball around a little bit, but like you feel like at some point in that season, there's no way I'm going to reach those numbers. I.e., I know Excel, for the people that's trying to get rid of Excel, I know in the back of Excel's head, I'm not going to be the best wide receiver I can be with this guy.
No.
Ted Roy's good. Ted's happy with Bryce because Ted just won Rookie of the Year. Yeah. But that's just 1 year, you know. The other receivers on the team, Coker just got his contract. He's going to be happy for now. But these guys aren't content with one contract.
No.
So when you have incentives in your contract and you're like, man, we can't just keep bringing a game manager up in here because I'm never going to reach those numbers. And it's not fair because my numbers are contingent on what he does.
Which is true. Because every player's ultimate goal, besides the Super Bowl, is to get that big contract. Which
that
is
second contract, the second and third.
The second and third contract is mainly the second contract because when you get that second contract, that ultimately lets people know that hey, you can do this, he can play. Let's give this guy a chance. Let's give this guy a shot. Or you're the guy.
That's why when you see these wide receivers with a great quarterback, bro, like they don't ever want to see them dudes leave. The quarterbacks never want to see those receivers leave.
Mm-hmm.
Like the magic that they have in Cincinnati, the magic that they have with the Rams, and any other quarterback wide receiver duos you've known over the history, man. Mm-hmm. If I'm a wide receiver, I'm like, man, Bryce is my man because we played with each other, but I don't want to play with this guy. He's not the best thing for my career. Unless you like getting mediocre checks.
Yes, sir.
Yes, mediocre this and mediocre that. That's how game managing can hurt players, though, man. And then because look, man, I know for myself, you got guys like, man, thank God I play on the defensive side of the ball because I would have to kill that dude, bro.
Mm-hmm.
Thankfully, he don't interfere with my damn checks.
All right. Yo, we got Bloody Knuckles in the chat. What's going on, Bloody? He said, loving the background, fellas. Keep pounding. We got Zip Do It All. He said, what up, Twan?
What's up, Zip?
Bloody also saying that Deshaun Watson didn't want to see Hopkins leave years ago. You're right, because Hopkins was his number one. Deshaun Watson didn't want to see that guy leave, but you know what? The coaching staff got into some business and they had to make a business decision and he had to go.
Well, Bloody said it right though. Listen, it's like it's two things on offense that two guys don't want to see coming at two positions. Wide receivers don't want a bum-ass quarterback throwing them the ball.
Mm-hmm.
And quarterbacks don't want bum-ass wide receivers that can't get open.
Yes and
so
no.
What?
Yes
so
and no.
What happens if you have both? And what happens if you have both bum-ass quarterback and wide receiver? But then what happens when you have both good quarterback and great wide receivers? It's winning and losing.
Yeah, that's true. It is.
So like when people that love Bryce Young, it's like I look further, man. It's just like, bro, listen. But how is he helping the entire team? I get it, you like him. He's not a leader of men, bro. He's not a leader. He doesn't set trends over there. It's some pop culture shit. They just like him.
Yeah, but
it's just the cool thing to like, I guess. I'm like, but you gotta understand, we live in a time where mediocre shit gets blasted, on a high level. You know what I'm saying? It's like I said, like before with the whole Nas thing. Your best success is my worst blunder. People say Bryce is trending upwards, but it's guys in the league that's like, I never had a year like that. That's a trash year to me.
Yeah, and it's gonna continue being like that.
Matt Stafford would quit football if he had the year Bryce had last year.
He probably would have.
That'd have been his worst year.
He probably would have, and it'd been one of those years like, you know what? I think I need to go ahead and step away from the game. You know, and JP said the players won't admit something like that publicly though. You're right. They damn sure won't admit it publicly.
Some will though, bro. Shit, we seen some wide receivers come out.
Oh, we know. But those are the we have wide receivers do that. But here's the thing though, some of the wide receivers are the ones that are in commercials. You know, the NFL is putting the rocket ship on them and plastering them everywhere in freaking commercials and shows and stuff like that, making their own shows about them and everything like that, and cameos and stuff like that. You know, if the NFL puts the rocket ship on your back and saying and showing that you're actually this good, you know, that you're the face of whatever franchise that you're on. Yeah, they're gonna put the rocket ship on the back. Yeah. They're probably gonna let you get away with some of the eye-popping, eyebrow-raising comments that you say sometimes, even though your PR team is gonna look at you, say, don't say that, but then you say it anyway. It's like, well, we'll bite the bullet for it later. Oh. You also gotta see like that, you know. Shout out to everybody that's in the chat. You know, we humbly appreciate you guys coming in. You know, make sure you hit that like button, make sure you hit that subscribe button. You know, make sure you hit all notifications on, man. Tell your friends, tell your family members, tell everybody that you know about it, man, that we are here and we are ready for this season, man. We are definitely ready for the season. Hey, make sure you come back and make sure you come back through. We're gonna be doing a pre-game, in-game, post-game for this for our preseason game. We're playing against the Jags at 7:30. You know, that's when we're gonna go ahead and start the play-by-play. Hey, make sure you guys are there. You know, make sure you guys are there. You know, Bloody Knuckles also says, you know, and we've all been saying this, buddy. You know, Bryce has always needed that talent that is more superior than him in the past game for his numbers to elevate. And to elevate, that is facts. You're right. That is facts. Because the number one question that I always ask the Bryce supporters, the Bryce fans, is this: who has Bryce Young actually elevated to where their numbers went from here to up here because of Bryce Young? And you know what one person told me? Ted, he elevated Ted. Okay, you want to say he elevated Ted because he helped make sure to get Ted the freaking rookie of the year as a wide receiver. You want to use that as your typical argument? Okay, cool. Well, how about this? Let's see if you can use that same argument again for this year. If he can elevate Ted to go from 1,000 yards to maybe 12 to 1,300 yards, and maybe add 5 more touchdowns to him, you know, if he can add that much to him, then yeah, we'll go ahead and say he's elevating Ted to be better at himself. Or maybe if he can elevate, I don't know, Excel or Coker to hit 1,000 yards receiving, you know.
Yo, Ed, just send us a lot of background noise over there, so it's a clicking or something going on your side, bro.
Yeah, clicking.
They said put your action figures down and do the show.
All right, is that better? I hope that's better for everybody. My bad. You know. We got Black Stuff in the building. He's like, what y'all here gossiping, man? We ain't gossiping, man. We here for a counseling session, man. We here for you guys, man. If you guys need to get some stuff off your chest.
Yo, your voice, like, your mic sounds terrible now, man.
It sounds terrible.
You got to start doing sound check.
All right, is that better?
Yep.
All right, cool. Yeah, all right.
Crystal clear.
All right, so maybe my thing went out from my mic. All right, there we go. You know,
Flame.
we got Flame in the building. Flame said, I never liked our quarterback before he took his first snap. I told you all what we needed and what we had. We should have waited another year. Thank you, Flame for Jesus. Yes, you're right. We should have waited another year. We should have stayed at number 9 and drafted Jalen Carter.
Mm-hmm.
We probably, like I said, we would draft Jalen Carter, went through with the rest of the freaking draft. We probably would have been at the number 1 overall pick. And guess what? We could have had Caleb Williams in the building, and then we wouldn't be having to worry about these problems. Or what, Bloody Knuckles, our boy Bloody Knuckles would say, Caleb Williams, We would have had him in the building, and then we wouldn't have to worry about what we're worried about now with the quarterback controversy that we already had.
Edge was back there playing with his action figures while he was doing his show. Put the damn G.I. Joe down, man.
No, JP, wasn't that, but I appreciate you, though. We got AJ Brooks. We got AJ Brooks in the building, man. He says if Bryce doesn't ball out and Kenny and King show equal or greater success, Dan ain't paying Bryce. Ain't paying Bryce. Kenny and King are the baseline indicators against Bryce. JP, for real, dog. For real. Fuck you too, dog. Your dumb ass.
He said Edge beating off lies. Put the pocket pussy away, bro.
JP always coming in with the comedy jokes. Hey, JP, man, you should really went ahead and become a comedic, man. You really should have. You really should have. Oh man.
He said, wait and do that shit when you go off.
Oh, JP, you stupid, dog. You stupid. We got the real HHN in the building. We got the real HHN in the building. He said, I would have went the Drake May route from North Carolina and from NC, and he was a Panthers fan. You're right. You're right, man. Drake May we could have definitely had Drake May in the building, man. And, he's homegrown. He's from here. He is a fan. I mean, he would have been the ultimate guy. He would have been the ultimate guy, man. I mean, we definitely could have stuck behind him as our quarterback. We definitely could have. But unfortunately, we're not out that route. Unfortunately.
Hey man, shout out to the mods, man. The admins and the mods. Y'all see somebody type some dumb shit in the chat, please put them in timeout.
Please do. Please. Dirt Road. Hey, we got Dirt Road 444 in the building. He says Scott Fitterer drafted Bryce, Dan Morgan, and Coach Canales doesn't have an investment in BY9. You're right. They don't have an investment.
I can't tell. I can't fucking tell.
Hey, I
can't tell.
You can't tell where his
every time they're in front of a fucking camera, Bryce this and he's our guy and Bryce that and he's coming and we're excited and I can't tell.
Well, hold on, Twan. Do you really think that they can just come out and say, "Yeah, Bryce ain't it"?
Man, look,
they can't say that.
I'm tired of doing hypotheticals. I'm tired of that.
It's hype. I understand it.
I don't know if either one of them dudes is. I don't know, man. I'm telling you, I don't know. But I know one thing: we can't assume, and I know they can't do the shit in the media. But look, man, you don't have to look happy about some shit either. And last time I checked, general managers don't have to be all chipper. They can be coy sometimes. I mean, that's why they're the general manager. They have to say the tough things,
Yeah,
you can say something tough without damaging a player. You know what I'm saying? But all that, he's our guy, and we're excited. When you say we're excited, that's going overboard, man.
Well, they got to say something. You
don't got to say that because then later you can say, "Look, I never said I was excited about the shit. I said he's our guy for now."
So basically, what you're saying is that he shouldn't say we're excited. So basically,
you ain't got to keep putting a bunch of extra shit on it. Just let it be what it is, bro. That's our guy. He's our quarterback. We're running it with him. Just that. All the extra shit.
Well, look,
you got your job, and you ain't gonna lose your job because you don't say more. Because you don't tell lies for Bryce. Look, man. Look, for the people that watch this shit, it's like this. I guess nobody wants to see you crush your players.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I do. You know what I'm saying? If the motherfuckers is not, who they say they are, right? But people don't want to be lied to either, bro. You know what I'm saying? It's just like, don't embellish so much. Don't tell us some shit that's a flat out lie. Like, we expect Bryce to be one of the better quarterbacks this year in the league, top 5 or whatever. Like, come on, Dan. Nobody wants to hear that.
Okay,
don't
cool.
Tell us that shit. Because guess what, though? And Claire made an allusion to that too. The thing with Bryce Young right now and the people that love him or whatever is that y'all made this boy a mark. He's a mark. You know what a mark is? They put a mark on him. Because the thing is, when he doesn't live up to that shit, then that's why he catches so much grief.
He catches grief from the fans.
He gonna do this. And because when he don't do it, it's gonna be people out there waiting to go. He didn't do that.
You're right. You got that. Yeah, you're right. You got that side. But then you got the other side. You got his supporters. That are going to point out his resilience and his clear upward trajectory, man, highlighting the fact that, that the Carolina Panthers, we got the NFC title, that Bryce Young did set the franchise single season passing record in 2025. And those factors believes that he has an elite processing skill that are taking hold and that the offense can be established on. That's what they're gonna. That's what the other side is gonna bring up. They're gonna bring up that every single time. So yeah, with the coaching staff and GMs, they're gonna say what they gotta say.
Read what Jermaine said, bro.
JP over here, he said, "Damn that, this is a grown man's business. Carolina needs to approach it as such." You're right. They do need to approach that. They need to approach that as such. But you know who Bryce Young's biggest supporter is besides the bisexuals? It's kind of false for a little bit. But you know who his biggest one is? It's the guy who owns the team, David.
We don't even know that anymore, though. We knew that about him, but we don't know that's how he feels now.
You're right. That's not how he feels. But you know what? David Tepper's not going to come out to the media and say, "Oh, I don't support my guy no more." He's not going to come out and say that.
See, JP, you're old enough. We're old enough to know this, JP. Football is a man's game. This how it was. We loved our football, and the league decided somewhere, and people outside of football somewhere decided they wanted to pussyfy it. And you can't say this and you can't do that or whatever. And it's just like, and it's shifting football into fucking jump roping or double dutch contests or whatever. So like now it's rubbing off on the fans. You can't say that. Or them guys can. It's like, man, damn, bro, are we playing a man's game? Right? Or are we cheerleading? It's like, the more and more somebody push a bullshit agenda, people start attaching themselves to it. Oh, well, these days you can't do that and blah, 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 whatever, you know what I'm saying? I can understand the times changing with life, in our general life and things like that. But in sports, like you already made the game less rough. It's less gladiator, and now everybody went, "Oh, you're gonna hurt his feelings." It's football. How do you hurt a football player's feelings, bro? When he's already coming in with that gladiator mentality.
Yeah, but
see what they call hurting your feelings now was challenging you back in the day, bro. It was a challenge. It was like, Edge, man, you played terrible today, bro. Come on, man. I need more out of Edge and blah blah. Edge would go, challenge accepted. Edge wouldn't be nowhere in the corner in his locker room crying, talking about coach hurt my feelings.
No, I'll be out there putting extra work in, hitting the playbook. Hitting the playbook. Maybe getting an extra freaking film session in. I mean, freaking be into the workouts and maybe like 30 minutes earlier, an hour early, man, just to hit an extra rep or two. Just to make sure I'm not falling behind. And if we keep falling behind, but if we keep falling behind, then I know it's not me. Because I know I put in the extra work, I put in the extra time. If we keep falling behind, I can say to myself, "Hey, I put in my time, I put in my extra work. I did what I had to do. We're just not that damn good."
There's so many famous speeches from coaches after games, man. Herm Edwards, you know what I'm saying?
You play to win the game.
Play to win the game. You know what I'm saying? I mean, he chewed his team up in the media, bro. The black coach from the Cardinals, man. You know, we let him off the hook. You know what I'm saying? I mean, we played fucking terrible. You know what I'm saying? Some of the shit Belichick has said, even though Belichick don't even like talking to the media. You know what I'm saying? It's countless speeches. And nobody had an issue with that. It didn't hurt football. But now all this sensitivity training and all this bullshit, man. Man, bro.
So basically, do you think so basically what you're basically putting is that, do you feel like this whole new trend of sensitivity and we have to harbor everybody's feelings has changed the way we view football in this day and age as of right now?
Because take Flame for Jesus, for example, right? Flame for Jesus, and shout out that man up. I mean, he donates money. You know, Flame loves a lot of people. He loves a lot of shows. And it's like, when he calls Bryce a dwarf bum cunt, that's how he feels.
With no arm talent?
With no arm talent. That's how he feels. And people get butthurt about that shit. You know what I'm saying? It's how he feels. A lot of times that he puts money on it, you know what I'm saying? Then you put some money on it, and then you say how you feel then, if that's not how you feel. But it's like, I miss guys that just said it raw, that just told you how they really, really felt. And like, do you ever feel like Flame is like, I don't want to hurt nobody's feelings up in here or whatever? Or is he going, I'm going to say what I want to say, what I need to say?
No.
It's just like if Bryce is not playing like a dwarf bum,
I mean,
then explain it differently. So it's just like, even now, not even just the football, it's even when you and I speak out and we say something, you know, that we see. It's not like we making it up. Then you offend Bryce fans or you offend Panthers fans. Man, I don't give a fuck about offending people if I know I'm telling the truth. You know what I'm saying? You can't say that, Flame. Why not?
I mean, it's true. I mean, and even Relax is saying it too. He's saying, I'm starting to believe Carolina Panthers market to beta males. Got it.
Yeah, it's no alphas on it. Well, we got alphas on the team, but not at that quarterback spot, not at that head coaching spot.
Yeah. AC in the buildings talking about, when winning matters more to our owner than being right about franchise altering decisions he's made, that is when the shit will change in Carolina. I mean, it's true. I mean, Twan, and even JP says it, and JP even says it, man. JP like, hey, right, Twan. San Francisco traded up for Trey Lance too, and got his ass out of town in 2 years. You right, yeah, because
it's not going anywhere. Why am I going to keep riding with this guy? And it's not. And the quicker you get rid of that type of shit, the San Francisco got on the right trajectory and started winning.
Not only winning, going to Super Bowls, going to the Super Bowl. Yes, they lost, but they went to Super Bowl. You know, Jeff R in the building. He says, y'all do realize picking a new quarterback isn't plug and play. It will take it will be about 4 or 5 year process before we can compete in meaningful football again. We lost Bryce. We lost Canales too. He was brought in to fix BY9.
So let me challenge Jeff R on that.
Go ahead.
Jeff R, the Patriots a couple of years ago were a shitstorm. They were bullshit. They were a fucking shitstorm. They were as garbage as they could get. they went and changed out their quarterback. What's the guy's name? Drake May.
Mm-hmm.
They changed. They had a coach for 1 year that wasn't getting it done. After 1 year, they said, nah, nope, and brought in another coach, right?
Right.
And as remind me, who played in the Super Bowl this past year?
I believe it was the Seattle Seahawks and the New England Patriots.
Yeah, and the Patriots did this in 2 years. It don't take 4 or 5 years, bro. It doesn't.
Well, actually,
when you put the right people in your organization,
mm-hmm.
and not who likes each other or Edge, that's my boy, or I'm gonna bring JP in to be this coach because me and JP cool, but JP don't know his job well.
You can't do that. You can't. And Jeff, I understand what you're saying. It would take about 4 or 5 years, but also you also got to put it like this.
No. It don't listen. I'm trying to rethink y'all, man. It don't take 4 to 5 years. It doesn't.
It don't.
And since Chicago got Caleb Williams, does it look like it's gonna take them 4 or 5 years?
No.
I was gonna say, if I may, real quick. If I may,
let me finish this, Ray. When the Commanders got Jaden Daniels, does it look like it's going to be 4 or 5 years?
That was
I'm naming all terrible teams that are flipping with a quarterback.
That was going to be my next one, Jaden Daniels.
But it always takes us way more time than it takes everybody else.
How long did it take Seattle with McDonald?
1 year.
1 year
to show that they were here.
Yeah. I mean, they were well. Hold on, Ray. They were already here. They just needed somebody. They just needed a different voice. When they got that different voice,
you don't say.
Shit fucking changed.
So it's like shit changes when you got like the right coaches, the right players. I mean, specifically the right quarterback at the helm. Like, that shit typically changes, right?
Yeah.
What year are we in?
Man, you got the coolest man. You got the coolest man out here in these Panthers. And this Panthersphere, man. Look, I want to shout. Look, this ain't even my show right now. This is Edge's show, but I want to shout this man out before Edge reads the money. But it's not. It can't be enough said about Cool Cav, man. Him and Flame for Jesus are special, man. When it comes to this money and donating and doing the right. JP, another one. JP is another financial philanthropist on these shows, man. To show love, you know what I'm saying, and
they don't have to. They don't have to.
They don't have to. But
they do that.
Shout out to young Freddie. Cool Kev had purchased Freddie a laptop, man. That's so real. And I'm not saying you real when you just because you donate money, but it's real because they say real things too, or with the money or whatever. And it's just like this, man. Look, there's people that say shit and there's people that do shit. And I'm not saying that, you know what I'm saying, like, no, don't take no food off your table or not feeding your kids. But it's people who say shit and it's people that do shit. And Cool Kev, shout out to people like Cool Kev. Shout out to people like Flame for Jesus. Shout out to people like JP. Shout out to all these people out here that give their money and time to people, man, because they believe in them and they want to see them do well, man. I salute all of y'all, man. I salute all of y'all, man. Y'all are the reasons why some of these podcasts can even eat.
You're right.
You know?
Right on that,
so
man.
I will always take time out to salute these guys. Edge, there you go. You can read that. Shout out to Cool Cav, bro.
Hey, yo, shout out to Cool Cav with a $20 super chat. Going out here saying, in all caps, these players make too much money to be soft and sensitive. Grow a damn sack and put in work to be better and shut the fuck up.
There you go, bro.
I mean,
there you go.
You can't put it more simpler than that.
That's why I get tired of I get tired of hearing all this suck ass hurting somebody's feelings shit. Man, y'all get paid millions of fucking dollars. I think if I'm making $20 million a year or making some quarterback money, which could be almost $60 million a year, I think that shit is gonna roll off my fucking shoulders. And look, okay, if I play bad, then I'm just gonna get in the film room. I'm gonna get better. I'm gonna get better on the field, but it ain't gonna hurt my fucking feelings.
You're right. You're not. You know, and Jeff R also said, you know, they changed their quarterback, they changed their coach and the quarterback. You got to change both. That's not knowing what the Patriots did. Well, Jeff R
is the point, but before you even say that, Edge, who have I been calling to get taken off this team for 3 straight years now?
Dave Canales
and
Bryce Young.
I said when one walks through the door, the other one's got to walk through the door. Out of it.
You're right. I mean,
ain't no need of keeping either one of them. They both got to go.
I mean that's true. Arizona did it, and then they got Kyler Murray, and they got their head coach, and then they went up the road and went into the playoffs. Granted, it's now broken down now, you know, so they had to restart over again. But for a while, they were doing that, you know. Charles Xavier in the building. He says David Tepper has invested a lot into Bryce Young, and until he's ready to move on from him, then we got to roll with him. You know what? We do got to roll with him, but you know what though? But we don't. One thing we do not have to roll with the mediocrity. We don't have to roll with the less than. This is why this show is called "How Dare I Want to Win." That is exact what you said right there. Is the exact reason why of how I dare I want to win. This is the exact reason why. I know what I had. I know what I had back then. I know what I want. I want us to win. I've said it 1,000 times. I'm not a Bryce Young fan. I never have been, never will be. I'm not a fan of him. I'm just don't think he's the right quarterback for us. Do I want the kid to succeed? Yeah, I want the kid to succeed. I want him to succeed. And if he happens to succeed here, then he happens to succeed here. But from the past experience that I've seen, he's not going to do it. He's not going to do it unless he does one or two things. Unless he steps up to the fucking plate and actually proves that he can actually play here and be here, or two, he goes to another team and someone else can take on his problems.
I've heard Bryce Young fans and people of Bryce Young say Kyler Murray is a bum. And I say to myself, what do you think Bryce is then? Because look at their numbers. People say that the kid that was just the quarterback in Miami,
Tua
Tagovailoa, they say he's a bum. I say then Bryce is a bum too. Look at their numbers. You know, I don't know why people think like you're magically different because you play for the Carolina Panthers, bro. And if you look at them organizations, they haven't had the long losing streak like we've had. You know, I don't know what be on our brain sometimes. My sis in the chat.
Hey, how you doing? She also says that. Lily also said, you know, also the Pats had an easy schedule. Yeah, the Patriots did have an easy schedule. They did, but here's the thing, though, Lily.
But they got an easy schedule because they were bums the year before.
Yeah, but also at the same time, they did what they needed to do. They played the schedule that was put there in front of them, and they did what they had to do to take advantage of where they need to go. That's exactly what they did. That you can't say nothing. You can't say nothing more, nothing less. When the Chiefs was on their dynasty run. I mean, yeah, they had first place schedules almost all year for like the past Twan? Almost 10 years. Almost 10 years they had a first place schedule. The Chiefs.
Man, look, big time teams don't give a fuck what the schedule look like.
Exactly.
We don't care who we got to play. Just, you know.
They go out there, they play, they execute, they win.
They don't care if they play the first or the last. It's like, man, big time teams don't care about that.
You're right. You're right. The Chiefs didn't care about it. The Eagles damn sure didn't care about it. The Ravens always get a first and second.
The Seahawks ain't gonna care about it this year.
The Seahawks ain't gonna care about it. Come on now.
New England ain't gonna care about it this year.
Buffalo ain't gonna care about it this year. The Rams damn sure ain't gonna care about it this year. Even if they don't, keyword, even if they don't sign Aaron Donald, they're not gonna care about it this year. Why? Because they're gonna compete. And they know exactly
they went out there and got more pieces to deal with that.
And the Rams already know who their nemesis is and who they need to beat to get to the Super Bowl, and they know it. They already know it's Seattle. They're not worried about nobody. They're not racer. There's nobody else that they're worried about. Right? I'm not even saying they're not worried about Seattle. I'm not saying that they're not, but they know that they need to beat Seattle in order to get to the Super Bowl. They know that, and that's in their division. They know it. They 100% know that, and that's exactly what they're gonna need to do.
The schedule is the schedule. If you think it's too hard for you to play, then you should get the fuck out of the NFL. You know, for people like Panthers fans out there saying it's not fair that we have to play a schedule like that, then you don't like competition. I hate to tell you, man. Then you don't like competition. You know what I'm saying? Then you want everything to come easy. You know, you don't want to earn it. I take the win. I take the win last year in the NFC title. You know what I'm saying? But I take it with a grain of salt. I wasn't happy with it. You know, I'm happy we won it, but we needed a lot of help. I want to get the shit on my own, man. Yeah. I like to compete. I don't want to go up against the worst. I want to go up against the best. I don't get better going up against the worst. In this podcast land, I want people to compare the 704 Charlotte Bound Show to the best. I don't want to compete with the worst. I love the competition. I don't shy away from it. It's competitors and it's people that just want to just get done with shit and get by. And I'm not even gonna say there's something wrong with that. It's just I'm not that person. I'm a competitor. I like to earn what I get. I don't like taking shit from people. You know, I feel better about some shit when I work and earn it. Opposed to somebody bragging where somebody gave you a bunch of money and then you go on IG, look what I got and blah, blah, blah. You didn't earn it.
Yeah. I mean, that's basically how it is, man. Let me go ahead and get to some of these comments that are in the chat. We got Ray Shack in the building. Said deal with Bryce this year. Ray Shack, we already know we're gonna be dealing with Bryce this year. We already know that, man. We already know that. We're already mentally prepared for it, brother. We already mentally prepared. It's just right now it's on Bryce Young. Bryce Young got the weapons. We got the defense. All Bryce Young needs to do is just be a game manager and don't lose the game. Do not be the reason why we lose the game. And that's all I'm gonna say about that Ray Shack. You know.
I gotta challenge Jeff R again on something. He said all those teams y'all named got top-notch defenses. He said we don't.
Well, Jeff R, our defense.
Hold on. Let me say this, and then
go ahead.
If you allow me to, this is your show.
No, go ahead, Twan.
Listen. Is it that all those teams had top-notch defenses, or did all those teams have offenses that kept the defense off the field 75% of the game? The best defenses in the world can't be on the field 75% of the game, or they'll get tired.
Yep.
And look, man, I love Jeff R. Shout out to Jeff R. You know what I'm saying? That's my guy. That's why I said challenging him on it. You know, just a difference. I think was it that they had top-notch defenses, or was it that the offense gave those defenses time to breathe, to be ready and be top-notch when they run back out there? We got a top-notch defense. Our quarterback doesn't allow those guys to get the right amount of breath and recovery when you go to the sidelines after fighting all the way up the field or stopping it, and then 3 plays later, because that's a 3 and out, then I got to go back out there.
And we've been
seeing start wearing them.
I was going to say a lot of times we don't even have a chance, I should say, to catch our breath.
Yeah.
Or even look at film like, okay, what we got here? Why this happened? Oh, this happened because this. Okay, cool. So that's the tendencies that we need to see here. Hey, you guys got to go back to already? I just got to do 1 play. Oh, all right, get back out there and do it again. You know, shoot. Shout out to the the Bouldering Band 3. He said we won't win more than 5 to 6 games with the makeshift line we're putting out there. Well, I understand what you're saying with the makeshift line out there, and I get it. But here's the thing though. We got a rookie left tackle. All right. Who's legitimately playing right. For Taylor Moton. Icky just needs to stay away. Icky just needs to stay away. He needs to repair that leg. He needs to continue rehab, and he doesn't need. Honestly, right now, Icky does not need to be out there right now. Because if he comes back early, we're just gonna have another Jonathan Brooks situation on our hands. And that's on that line. That's the last thing we need. Because we put too much money on that line for Icky to come back just to re-injure himself yet again. And mind you, let me go ahead and remind you how much money we put on this offensive line. We put up $100 million, $130 million, $100 million on this line. $100 million. $100 million.
Shit, it's $100 million in 2 of the players that's on the line.
$100 million. No, we put that much on the line. That's what we did. And we can't. We got a rookie. We got a guy that we brought in. We got a guy that we brought in from Green Bay to play left tackle. We still got Damian Lewis and we still got Robert Hunt. Thank God we got both of them still. Our center position is a traveling circus right now because we don't know what's going to be with who. We don't know that, and we already seen our second string offensive line that we have. It's just straight bad. I'm not even gonna lie, it's straight bad. And I'm telling you, if one of those guys, if our starting lineup for the offensive line goes down, and we have to bring in those guys, it's gonna be like 2005. It's gonna be like freaking it's gonna be like 2023 all over again with the offensive line. It's gonna be like 2023 with the offensive line. It's gonna be a constant rotating, evolving door. And with this schedule that we have right now. We cannot afford that. And by the way, while we're talking about the schedule, let me go ahead and end back to you. But before I do that, shout out to JP Shepard with the $5 super chat saying the defense was 16th in points allowed last year. Offense was 27th in points per game. So who really wasn't pulling their own weight around here? You know what, chat? I'm gonna let you guys ponder on that real fast. Just let you think about that. While JP's question is up there, appreciate you, JP, with the $5 super chat. Just let y'all ponder on that. And while you guys are pondering on that, with the rotation of line that we have, let me go ahead and bring up to you what the schedule part of it is. And this is the impact that we have with the quarterback that we have. And not even just the quarterback, just what we have in general. All right. With the early bye week coming in week 5, the 2-2 scenario, if we win 2 games, lose 2 games, that's controlled pressure. A 2-2 record against a brutal schedule, a brutal slate, is manageable. But the performance under the hood will dictate the narrative. If Young plays well and loses steam from team-wide issues, Canales will use week 5 bye to refine the self-scouted and protect his starter. However, if Young struggles individually, this fan base his benefits will significantly split, forcing coaches to answer precedent questions about the backup options. And that's not going to be just from the fans. That's going to be for the media too. Not just any media, our media. Because you're going to hear about it in ESPN. You're going to hear about it on Fox News. You're going to hear about it on First Take. You're going to hear about it on First Things First. You're going to hear about it through all those platforms. You're going to hear about it through all of that. Now, if we go 0-4, we have an 0-4 scenario, that's basically going to be a crisis and benching threat. An 0-4 start entering a week 5 bye creates an ideal environment for a coaching pivot. The extra week of preparation will give Canales a natural window to weigh options, to weigh pulling Bryce Young in favor of a backup without rushing a mid-week installment. Now, for all the fans out there who don't know, Twan, when is the trade deadline in football season for the NFL? When is that? What week does that end it off?
Man, I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't even know. You better off asking Claire. I never know until it comes up.
The weekend of
I know it's usually like round 6 or 7.
I was gonna like again. I couldn't tell you the exact date. I just feel like it's usually about halfway through the season. I want to say like week 8, give or take, some shit like that. I feel like isn't that usually what, like October?
Yep, November. The weekend of Halloween. The weekend of Halloween. And let me tell you right now, the weekend of Halloween is when the trade deadline usually ends. And before that happens, guess who we got to play around that time frame? We got to play the Green Bay Packers at Lambeau Field at 8:15 because it's gonna be on a Prime Video and it's gonna be prime time game.
They extended it.
And actually, right now, the NFL trade deadline has also been extended now to November 10th.
So it's not in October.
So November 10th has been extended. So that's after we play the Broncos, before we play the Saints at New Orleans.
That's a late trade deadline.
So that's when the trade deadline is.
Shout out to Miss Douglas. She said she got the exact date and time.
Yeah, that's what she does. That's why she always has it. So mind you,
I said Miss Douglas.
Oh, I know she was talking about. Okay, yeah. Thank you, Miss Douglas, because AC brought up to me too. I appreciate you too. See, both of y'all was on the same wavelength right there. AC and Miss Douglas, y'all both on the same wavelength. So, with that being said, 2-2, 0-4 start with a week 5 bye. And then you have the trade deadline after November 10th. That's when the end of it. That's when the end happens.
4:00.
At 4:00. And that's right after we play the Broncos here, when the Broncos come here to play. And that's before we had to go to New Orleans and play the Saints. Mind you, then also after the week 5, we have the Eagles, Tampa Bay, and Green Bay, and then the Broncos. So we have four games. Three of those teams made the playoffs.
Mm.
Two of those teams have defensive players. Tampa Bay has a quarterback controversy that has a quarterback that has something to prove. And mind you, Micah Parsons is possibly going to be back before that game. Hopefully he's promising to be back before that game. So with all that being said, do you really think if we have a fluctuation of the offensive line, do you really think we can afford to have any type of blunder with this offensive line that we have, with the quarterback play that we have of Bryce Young, slow starts in the beginning of the season? Do you really think we can afford any of those type of problems right now?
All you gotta do is say, was we able to afford it any other year? No.
But this year, Twan, this year right here, Twan, is way more critical than any of those other years because because one, it's a contract year, and two, not only that, you got three, not one, no, you got four.
You mean it's more critical for him?
it's more critical, but you got four other quarterbacks that are coming up for contracts after their third year.
Well, I mean, real quick, can I just throw in Dave? He did he get a 5 or a 7-year contract?
I want to believe he got a 7.
Okay, so like I mean, you got to start putting that in perspective too. About like we're also like I said, year 3 of Dave and year 4 of Bryce. I mean, whether he likes it or not, they are kind of tied at the hip. So
that's just what David Tepper does. He gives out 7-year coaching. He did it for Matt Rule. He did it for, but Canales has something.
I understand we're going to give him time, but I understand we're going to give him time. But so how much time are we giving him? I mean, I watch some coaches get fired after a year. You know,
Canales
straight 2 years if it's that bad.
Canales' contract is based on wins too, bro. On how many wins he gets. He won't receive all his money like if they cut him based on winning, because part of his job was to come fix Bryce.
Yep, that's what Jeff R said. Jeff R said it. He said Canales was brought in to fix Bryce. You know, they're basically tied at the hip. That's what Jeff R said, which is true. They are, even though Dave Canales was not here when we drafted him.
It don't sound fair, but you've never been a head coach before. So do you want the job or not? Look, man, people don't give you shit because they think it's gonna be easy for you. Most of the jobs you get, people don't give you a job because they think it's gonna be easy for you. So, look, man, fair is something that they judge, is a place that they judge pigs. You know what I'm saying? So it's even football is a business. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Twana here spitting right now.
That was part of the deal. You know what I'm saying? So, man, it ain't fair. Canales, with Bryce. No, that was part of the deal.
If he didn't want the deal, he should never take it.
Yeah, I mean, do you want to be a head coach in the NFL or not? Because this is part of what you have to do. And when he said yes, then look, I want him to have his own quarterback too. But then if Dave Canales goes to get his own quarterback, then he gets extended, even if he's a bad coach, because now people going to want him to have time with his man. Fuck all of that, bro. That's why it's just easier. Look, when one walks out the door, let the other one hit him too, bro. Y'all could go find another team together.
I don't think they'll be finding another team together, but and shout out to Miss Douglas. Miss Douglas said Dave has a 6-year contract, but he's only in year. He's about to be in year 3 of that contract, and Bryce is about to be in year 4. Man, goddamn.
So look, I would ask you and Edge, you and Ray, man. So what grade would you give Canales, man, in the years that he's been here as a head coach? Like a letter grade. What letter grade would you honestly give him based on what he's done?
C+.
You're being nice. Ray.
I think I'm literally putting him right where he would be in that like average-ish. Because like I said, we watch some coaches, young coaches out here, especially in their first head coaching gig, go out and win 2-3 games a year, back-to-back years, get fired. So the fact that he's won 5 games and he has a division title last year with a losing record. I mean, it's not terrible, but I mean, it just, it's also not phenomenal. So again, I think C+ is right into where he probably should be.
So here's my grade is a D. And the reason why my grade is a D is because most people are going to judge Canales based on what other Carolina Panthers coaches have done. Canales is a head coach. I'm going to compare him to what the other NFL head coaches are doing, not past Panthers coaches. And when you grade him against NFL head coaches, it's a D-. He ain't no fucking C. He ain't no middle of the way coach. It's a D. It's a D.
I said, I just feel like he is an average coach. That's why we're not winning a whole lot. We're not losing. We're not winning 2 games a year. Like he's kind of in that average, like good enough to keep his job for a couple of years, but not the guy. Like I think that's pretty spot on analysis of what we got right now. Respectfully, of course. And I hope I'm wrong again. I hope Dave goes out here and wins 11 games this year, 12 games this year. I don't know if that's going to happen. I'm real quick. I was going to say it earlier. You all saw Steve Smith has this going 8-9, I believe it was. If you saw that clip,
yeah.
So he went through. He went through the whole schedule, and we were 8-9 at the end of it. So
same record.
Yikes.
Yeah. So I base right now. I'm not gonna give him a D, but I'm definitely gonna give him a C-. And the reason why I gave him a C- is because look what he inherited from Frank Reich. Like,
but did you hear what I just said though?
Oh, I heard what you said.
That's part of the job.
Look.
You don't understand. When you take the job, you don't get to come in and make excuses about what you got and what you inherited. You took the job. I'm pretty sure when they sat you down, they said, "Can you fix this team?" And what did you say? What did you say?
That's my point. Damn well they sit down. So like Bryce,
he said, "Yeah, I can fix this team, bro."
Mm-hmm.
We're gonna keep Evero. You good with that? Like I know a lot of guys want to bring in their own guys. You're good with Evero? Like you good with this quarterback?
They
Ray,
basically
if I asked you on a job, if I asked y'all in a job interview, man, hey, look, I want to hire you for the general manager. Do you think you could come in and improve this store or a couple of stores or in the area or whatever? And I'm gonna be paying you this much money. You know, do you think you can? You know what I'm saying? Would you hire me if I said? I mean, I'm gonna try. I think I can.
No,
you're not gonna hire me.
I can't. Somebody has that's gonna try.
So when you said yes, I'm gonna hold your word to. I mean, it's like so. Either you
in my mind, you know what you signed up for.
To be a head coach, or
you know what you signed up for.
You know what? Yeah, man.
Mm-hmm.
Bro, it's not. Everything's not fair. So when y'all keep saying he inherited and blah blah blah, y'all basically saying it's not fair.
I mean,
we can name other coaches that inherited horrible shit and changed it around. Campbell up there in Detroit, look at what he inherited.
A cursed ass franchise, bro, that has not sniffed the playoffs in as long as I can remember, and now they're perennial playoff contenders.
But them damn players believe in that man, bro.
Yeah.
You know why they believe in him? Because they are winning.
Yep, sure did. Shout out to Jermaine JP Shepard with that $5 super chat. He said, I say C for Canales. But his recent pressures make me want to lower it, similar to what Yogi is saying. I mean, some of his pressers,
the lies, bro. The bullshit. The Bullwinkles.
You know what? The
motherfucking Richard Simmons speeches.
You know what?
Not the Rocky and Bullwinkle reference. Oh shit!
Yeah. Hey Ray, want to see me pull a win out of my hat?
You know what? And that's probably going to be the next subject of this counseling session. Dave Canales. He knew what he was coming in here for. He knew why he had to take the job. Everybody knows there's only 32 NFL head coaching jobs every year. And they come and they go. You know.
Look and at Rodney Boyd.
And I was about to put it, and Rodney Boyd said the best. These head coaches aren't soft. Our head coaches really nobody soft. And honestly, that, like I said, with Canales being here and him watching and understanding what he has to do with what he has going on right now, can Dave Canales honestly afford to have this season be a blunder?
No.
Can he afford it? Not just for the contract that he had, for his job.
That's not a real question, is it? Fuck no.
I mean, with the slow starts that Carolina always have, with the recent of how preseason has been going. Yes, I understand preseason doesn't count. Preseason gets you ready for the gets you ready for the next year. You know, you get to evaluate your players and everything. But you know what? In a way, preseason kind of does count because you get to see what you have. You get to see what you can install and do what you got to do. You want a prime example of it? Look at Seattle. They signed freaking Flynn to what? To what was that, Ray? When they got Matt Flynn in there, what did they sign Seattle to? A damn near what? 4 or 5 year? A 4 or 5 year contract
during the whole Russell Wilson thing. He got like 3 or 4 years, and he got bread. At that point in time, he got bread,
and then what happened that preseason? Russell Wilson came in, lit up the preseason, and was like, you know what? We're gonna go ahead and roll Russell Wilson and set, and the rest is goddamn history. So don't come up to me saying that, you know, preseason doesn't count. Preseason don't count in that sense, but preseason does count in a sense of when you're evaluating talent and evaluating what you have on your roster. And if somebody is better in one position than you have right there in the other, then you make that decision and then you live with that decision. And Seattle made that decision and lived with that decision with them. And what did Russell Wilson bring them? Back-to-back Super Bowls, a Super Bowl winning team, the Legion of Boom. I mean, multiple. I mean, what was the last time Russell Wilson had a losing season in Seattle? Don't worry, I'll wait.
I don't know, man, because that motherfucker been going there for a long time, and I don't keep up with Seattle.
Exactly. Don't come up here saying preseason don't count when preseason can definitely count. How many guys have we seen get elevated because of the preseason? Not due to injury to the starter. I mean, they literally outperformed the starter and got the starting job.
It's not necessarily that. I'll just bring up the fact that, like, and it's funny because it just came across my X like this morning, and so it just jogged my memory. Y'all remember when Victor Cruz just burst out of the scene against the Jets in the preseason?
Oh, hell yeah.
Like, to the point where, like, the whole point of this clip was showing all 3 of his touchdowns, his catches, all the yards. And then Rex Ryan was the coach at the Jets at the time. That's who they were playing, the Giants playing the Jets. And then it just shows Rex going up to Tom like, hey, who the his number? And I don't even remember the number he had on. I don't know. It was like 9, 3, 6, some wild shit. 3.
It was number 3. It was number 3.
Yeah,
I remember.
Who
I
the
remember
hell
that
was number 3? Like, so I mean, at the end of the day, like, that was his the start of his whole career. Like that one preseason game launched that dude's career. So I mean, it's possible, but it's I always have to be funny though. But it's us, so we got to temper our expectations.
Yeah, but come on, Ray. The title of the show is "How Dare I Want to Win." Come on, man. You can't temper your expectations when you want to win. You can't temper them. You got to burst through the door. You got to clash through that glass ceiling.
Hey, bro, you speaking to somebody who's 38. I watched Jake Delhomme come in here out of nowhere, lead a comeback in Jacksonville, go on a Cinderella run to the playoffs, through the playoffs to a Super Bowl. John Casey kicks a ball out of bounds, and Tom Brady makes some history. I watched 2015. I watched Josh Norman get some talent choked into him, and then he locked down the whole side of the field. We go 15-1, go to a Super Bowl, and that falls through. So like I've seen us play some great years. Hell, I mean, one of my favorite years, I remember 08. I believe it was 08. We had the 2-headed monster. We had 2 backs go for over 1,100 yards each. I mean, shit. Like I remember the Jake year. Shit, I remember Rodney Peete was our guy. I remember Randy Pisani started some games for us. I remember. I can keep going. I remember
Rodney Peete was some bullshit.
I remember Vinny Testaverde coming in and starting a few games for us at like 40 something. I've been there. I've been through the ringer. So trust me, I would love to see some wins, but I'm also a realist, and I've seen a lot of bullshit in our history. So I'm a patterns guy, and
the Carolina Panthers only had 2 good quarters. Well, I mean, if you want to go back to the very beginning, so I'll say at the very least 3 good quarterbacks. One was excellent, but the other 2 were good, and the rest of them is like some pick and match shit that you get in a box at a grocery store and shit.
Also, just want to point out we had David Carr for a season at one point. He was the first overall pick by the Texans. There's that.
Yeah, that's true.
And Brian St. Pierre, he threw a couple touchdowns to Smitty, so that's worth noting, I guess. Career backup in Arizona. Yeah. Man, that quarterback room really gets you. You go down that wormhole. It's a little. Yeah.
Man.
I mean, you want to talk about quarterbacks, Twan? I mean, shit. Like, what are the top 3 quarterbacks in our history? Is that an easy answer? Like,
all right, I just Delhomme, Cam, and if some people want to say Berline, or some people want to fucking say Frank Reich, or I don't know, man.
Or like Gary Collins. So y'all want to go back to the inaugural?
Only 2
year?
I claim is Delhomme and Cam.
What we got going. So we got 3 quarterbacks, and one of those 3 quarterbacks is from when we first hit the scene.
Right, when you was gone, I did a show where I ran down every quarterback in our history.
Yeah,
people almost threw up. They was like, God damn.
Yeah,
which you can't, which
yeah, but
you
see, here's
can
the thing.
find.
Respectfully, a lot of y'all are
that show
so
here.
young. You just see it on it. I lived it. That shit's
People they didn't even remember. People don't remember the Moors, the Pikes. The Saint something.
No, here, bro. Here's one. I remember getting Pete, and I was young too. So this was pre Super Bowl run when we were just running through quarterbacks and shit. So Randy Vasani comes in. He goes, I think it's 3 for 9 and like in the teens of yards with 3 interceptions. Pulled by halftime. I couldn't even tell you. Maybe it was Tony Pike. Maybe it was Tony Pike that came in after him and didn't obviously do much better. Like y'all see this shit on paper, but like I sat on a couch. No, hold tight, because Twan will appreciate this. I sat at about 14. I want to say I was 14 years old, sitting on a couch paying DirecTV for the Sunday ticket, a couple $100 to watch the Panthers put that on a football field. I always make the jokes. It's like I've lived this shit, so like trust me when I say like I want to fucking win, but we have just such a shit history.
Flame said what I've been saying year after year after year. He said, let's be real. The only reason Canales is the head coach, because nobody else would have hired him as a head coach, is because of Tepper. Because he couldn't keep his hands to himself. He couldn't stay out of the media. He kept doing dumb shit after dumb shit. And none of the real coaches was like, I don't want to go fucking coach for him. This motherfucker right here don't seem to be mentally stable. And then he says no one else would come with with no arm talent as QB. The other problem was coaches didn't want to coach Bryce. So you had 2 things going that people didn't want to fuck with.
Rodney in the chat's like, Jimmy Clausen, listen, that one was so bad we don't even mention dude's name no more, because Twan loves this story. So I'm going to say it again for the umpteenth time and over all these years. I used to always get all my autographs at training camp. And prior to Jimmy walking up to me, I just had Thomas Davis signing this full-size helmet. So when I tell you Jimmy goes to reach out for this helmet and I just real sly, but you can sign this pamphlet, homeboy. Like you're not soiling.
I'm about to take this helmet.
No. I was like,
no, about to drive the prophet's
no, Jimmy. No. We have legends on the helmet. We saw what happened with you. No, Jimmy.
Let me tell y'all how much Dave Canales really thinks. Not Dave Canales. Tepper thinks of Canales or Evero. So, do y'all know what Dave Canales gets paid every year? I wouldn't give a fuck if he did coach 7 years. His annual pay is between $2 million and $5 million a year.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? $2 million. So, like, when after the tax man come, it's really down to 1.2 million or up to 3-point-something million. You know what I'm saying? The motherfucker damn near in the hundreds of thousands. You know what I'm saying? And that's a year. Do you know Evero gets paid? Evero gets paid more than Canales. His career, his salary over 3 years is 9.3. So he's getting 3.1 a year on his deal. And people are always like, nuh-uh, whatever. And then when they go look it up, they go like, damn, Evero is getting paid more than the head coach. Yeah. So Tepper not even paying either one of these dudes. That's how I know he waiting out for some better coaches that he has to pay, and coaches' salaries don't count against the cap. But it ain't like these motherfuckers getting paid.
Yeah.
They're not getting no look, man. They got to be two of the most. Both of them have to be in the bottom tier of coaches' salaries, bro. Especially Canales as far as head coaches.
Yeah, because right now Canales gets an annual salary between $2.5 million to $4 million per year, and since he had a 6-year contract,
so if it says $2.5 million, which mine says $2 million to $5 million, and then what does that tell you? It says that there's incentives in his contract.
Yeah, there is.
You'll get more if y'all do this. So he ain't getting those fucking incentives. I'm telling you that shit right now.
Yeah, because he has a 6-year contract, so his total value estimates between $15 million to $24 million for the full contract.
Yeah, he ain't gonna see that.
And he's worried about and he has to worry about freaking Bryce Young and him hopefully not get fired after this year. I mean, my God. You know, and like what JP said, Uncle Sam got to get his piece regardless. Yeah, Uncle Sam got to get his piece regardless. But here's the thing, though.
I mean, when you're in the NFL, that's like damn near half your money. It's damn near half. You can get it back some ways and what you write out, like, but you ain't gonna get all you look 35% of that money you ain't never gonna see again.
Mm-hmm.
And then look, and then we did. I think Claire was on the show one time when we broke down players' contracts. And then, like, bro, we found out a whole lot of shit. Like, players, you gotta pay to play on the road.
Yeah, you have to. You have to. Every state that you play,
it comes out of your contract.
Yeah, every
state taxes.
You have to pay that. You have to pay state taxes for that. You know, Lily and
so I know. Every time you got to play a game in New York, I know they be like, damn.
Mm-hmm. Lily and Chad saying
every California game, damn.
Lily and Chad saying, "Don't do Rodney P like that." Well, Lily, look,
Rodney P was garbage, man.
Rodney P had his time, and it just didn't work out.
He had his time in Detroit, hanging out with Barry, watching Barry do work, like just handing it off to Barry and just watching him do work.
He didn't have time in Carolina.
So I mean, yeah, and I believe, correct me if I'm wrong, Twan. I believe Rodney had a little short stint in Dallas too. So I mean, he did his thing. He went around a little bit. We got Rodney at an old age. And side note, wasn't Rodney doing some like? Wasn't he acting or something? Wasn't he doing some like
commercials?
Yeah, there you go. So, but either way, so you know, Rodney was good. You know, he just good times, Twan. Good times.
Not with us.
Yeah, Supernova Moore's in the chat. He's like, Clausen was the worst of the worst. You right. Who was the worst? Hey, but Supernova Moore, you want to talk about worst of the worst? So. Side note: when I came back from Cali, and by the way, in the 704 Charlotte Bound show, we do have a Discord. You can find this image in the Discord. So, like I said, side note: I come back from Cali, is emptying out some Foot Lockers. You are not gonna believe what I found. I found a 2010 NFL in the ESPN magazine with the NFL draft for the 2010. Guess who was on the front cover?
Jimmy. Good
old Jimmy. Yes, I have that magazine right now.
Something about the golden arm or some dumb shit, right?
They're giving those magazines away. You can hide them shits for free.
Bro, look. I have that magazine right now. I saw that and I was like, you guys to be shitting me. And they brought back so much bullshit in my head. I'm like, you gotta be fucking be kidding me. I cannot believe I kept that. And you know what? I'm glad I kept it. Because with this whole preseason that's going on and with the quarterbacks that we had and seeing Jimmy Clausen's face sitting right there on the ESPN magazine, know that we drafted him in the 3rd round and he gave us Cam Newton for 2011 because we was that fucking bad. That has seeing his face on that magazine.
Side note, I'm pretty sure we got Jimmy in the 2nd, if I'm not mistaken.
2nd round, 3rd round, Ray. Who gives a fuck, bro?
Shit, when I saw that makes it even worse.
When I saw his face on that magazine, I'm sitting here looking at it. All I'm thinking about is, you know what? The only best thing you did for us was help us get the number 1 overall pick to get Cam Newton. That's the only thing you did. Other than that, you didn't do a goddamn fucking thing. A goddamn bro. I was pissed off, but I was happy at the same goddamn time because I knew we was gonna get rid of him. I just knew. And for people who say you need to support your team through the good, the bad, and the ugly, well, motherfucker, here, how about this? I support the good, the bad, and the ugly for my team, but I'm not going to support a quarterback who can't get the job done during the good and during the bad and the ugly. I'm not going to do that. And Jimmy Clausen was one of those guys I did not support. I didn't have zero support for that man at all. And if you're gonna come to me and tell me that I'm not a fan because I didn't support Jimmy Clausen, well, you know what? You can fuck off and you can hit the fucking bricks.
Man, look,
I mean, if y'all watched Jimmy play for us, that was really difficult to get behind because my man, he was the original Sam Darnold with seeing ghosts out there, bro. Like my guy's feet were never planted because he was so scared of getting rocked. My man was constantly on the move. It was erratic and it was tough to watch.
I would have used that Jimmy Clausen magazine for to put plates of food on it. I'd have used that magazine to roll up my weed on that shit.
Absolutely not. Absolutely not. Absolutely not.
No.
I would have tore pages out of it.
It'd make a good fire starter out of it.
I would have tore pages out of it to pick up my dog's doo-doo that he in the yard or some shit.
But Ray, now that
I would use that magazine to brush up dirt from the floor onto it and then put it in the trash can. Those are only uses. That would have been the only reason for me to hold on to that that shit.
But look, but can you honestly compare Jimmy to Sam Darnold after what Sam Darnold done the last?
Tell Freddie.
I'm talking about before he came here and got right, because everybody loves to come here and get right and leave. You know, that's like our calling card.
Yeah, you're right. You're right.
Freddie up in there. Hey, tell Freddie to hit that fucking link,
Freddie.
just like we hit his link. Get your ass up in there.
Freddie with the 499 Super said, talk your shit, Rated R Superstar. Hey, look, I'll talk my shit all goddamn day. Young Freddie. All motherfucking day. And you right, JP. You right, JP. JP in the chat talking about I hate Clausen and Mel Kiper relapse. Don't worry, I had that motherfucker too, because I remember exactly what Mel Kiper said. This is a can't not miss prospect. If Jimmy Clausen is not getting his gold jacket, I will retire from calling the draft.
He said that a few times.
Oh, he said it a few hundred times.
I would have used that magazine to swat flies, to kill flies. I would have used that magazine to kill roaches. If I saw a roach on the floor, I don't know if the picture would have scared him first or the force that was coming at him. Like, please don't kill me with the Jimmy. Look, kill me with a different magazine. Don't kill me with the Jimmy Clausen magazine, bro.
Bro, that
wasted trees, bro.
That pissed me off. So
you said wasted trees.
Yeah, that's Clay said.
I was gonna say never wasted trees, Twan. Never wasted trees.
Said in that magazine, in the words of JP, fuck you, Mel Kiper, and the tree used to make that damn magazine.
Like, that pissed me off so bad.
Absolutely. Yeah, absolutely, Jeff R. We tell them tonight, man.
Oh yeah,
7 Charlotte Brown show, man. 7:00.
Yeah. So we're not. So just to be perfectly simple, we're not live
to the stage edge.
We are not live streaming it. We're just gonna give you play-by-play commentary and come.
Oh, they know that shit. Shit, nobody can live stream that shit.
I know. I was just letting them know, just in case a few people want to come through on the stage. We got.
I'll say what we're just gonna have play-by-play like last time.
Yep.
Ed, you got somebody on the show coming to the show.
All right, we got somebody coming to the show right now. We got young Freddie in the building. Freddie, what's going on, brother? How you doing, dog?
What up, Rated R Superstar? What up, Twan? What up? What up with y'all, man?
Look, man, look. I created an animal in Freddie, man. Freddie Hollywood now, man. He's too good. Look, I made him he's too good now, man. He started the show and now this nigga's Hollywood.
Hey, man, listen. I'm
this
just
blessed, put the glasses on now. He don't sign autographs no more.
Hey, listen. When it comes to me, I be grinding, Twan, you know, and as I said, I shout out to the Panther community, man, and really y'all are the reason why I do this and why I do
Freddie out there doing his thing, man.
You know,
I'm proud of you, bro.
I thank you.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
What up?
Hey, Twan, before I go with Freddie, Twan, can you put my new background up there, though? I want people to see the new background. You know.
The new background.
Yeah, well, this is one that I made for the show. This one I made for the show. Ooh. Not that. Well, that's for today's show.
Hey, Twan, you should put up the throwback with the frog and the Electrical socket. That's
Yeah,
Hey, bro, I'll tell you what.
that's
That shit hit
funny.
every time. That shit hit
Hilarious.
every time.
That shit was the
Fucking
worst.
funny, bro.
Right, man. Look,
Yeah,
Hey,
I'm
bro, I
motherfucking shit,
don't know
bro.
about you, but last time I checked, we're still hanging out in that room. We may
oh
not
yeah,
be
we
holding
see.
we may not be holding the fork, but we're still hanging out in that room,
Oh
Twin.
Lord.
So Freddie, you know,
Yeah, what's up?
so for
Hey,
today's
before we start with Freddie though, and you know, man, look again, y'all. This is a word edgewise. This is Edge's show today. You know what I'm saying? But I don't care what show we do over here. We show the love, man. And Freddie, we'll let you take over from right there. Let them know what's going on.
Yes, my name is the Ville Kid, aka Young Freddie J. I've been doing this for about 3 weeks now. The channel is the Ville Kid Show. I'm on the road to 250 subs. So if you would be so kind as to hit that like button, subscribe if you are new, and of course share it out with your friends, man. I'm going for Rookie of the Year in these YouTube streets. I greatly appreciate all the love and the support.
He get my
And
vote
yeah.
already.
I
He
was
got
gonna
my
say done. I already
Same thing,
went
bro.
and subscribed, bro. So I just hit it.
So
I just hit
Freddie,
the
there
subscribe.
it is right there. Freddie shows up on the screen. You know what I'm saying? You ain't got to
Yeah.
wonder what it is. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? We always show love. We don't care what show is over here. We show love, man.
Yeah,
And
man, I appreciate it, man.
again, like here, you hit that subscribe button. We're already subscribed. You click
I'm
subscribe,
already
and then you go up to
subscribed.
all notification bell. You click that bell all, so you always know when he goes live.
Bing
Man, let's
bong.
go ahead and get Freddie to 250 right now.
Mhm.
Look, I'm gonna give you an opportunity to look. If you got to step away right now to go over to Freddie Show and click subscribe and come back, go ahead and get that man to 250 right now. He's at 239 now. So y'all already gave him 2. Get him to 250 today, man. He going for Rookie of the Year. He get my vote, man.
He already got mine. So Freddie,
Yeah,
for
what's up,
today's
Edge?
for today's counseling session on the
Yeah.
word edgewise, title of the show is "How Dare I Want to Win." Freddie, how do you feel when you hear that phrase? How dare I want to win? What does that tell you in your mind for the Carolina Panthers?
Well, it means that on your mind is that you're chasing championships and you don't believe that the guy under center is the guy to get us to the championship and what we've been looking for so long. That's what I get out of it, because it's something that a lot of people have said to me. And again, like, I understand how people feel. I get it. I look at it from the optimistic side of things, but I can totally understand the other side of the coin, that the production has not matched to us getting to where our ultimate goal, which is a championship. So honestly, that's where I get the how dare I want to win, because I understand that every Panther fan wants to win, but they just don't believe that the guy right now under center is the guy to get us to our ultimate goal.
And why? And okay, and in your own words, do you feel that way?
Kenny, am I saying that Bryce Young can win us a Super Bowl right now? No.
Mm-hmm.
No.
Okay.
I'm not at that point. I would have to see better production. As I said again, Edge, you guys know me. I try to look at it from the optimistic side of things. So I have expectations of him. I have expectations of him, and I want the team to succeed as well. So, it's just that's me personally, but I totally understand the side of things where they're like, they don't believe that he can get much better with the production. But I have expectations of him. He doesn't need them. I'm perfectly okay with getting a new quarterback, and because that's what my mindset is right now, Edge. I want a championship. I want it desperately. So I mean, if he's not the guy, I mean, he's got to go, and we got to try again. No, that's just my personal opinion.
Okay, I feel you. I'm glad you decided to be, what the young people call it, vulnerable in a counseling situation, because in counseling, you know, you have to be vulnerable in order to grow. You have to be open to, you know, the criticism, and also not just the criticism, be open for the compliments and everything like that.
Yeah.
So that's basically what a counseling session is basically for, and that's what I'm here for this show.
Yeah.
You know, it's that, and right now where we all sit, and everybody knows it. It's a contract year. The money's on the line.
Yeah.
What we need to see right now is just go out there. It's like what Bill Belichick said: do your damn job. Just do your damn job.
Right.
Is it going to be hard that you got a first place schedule? Yeah, it's going to be hard. It's going to be hard that the fact that that a quarter of your freaking schedule is none but playoff teams. Yeah, you're right. Is it also hard so the fact that, you know, we have the Super Bowl champions on our schedule? Yeah. You're right. It is.
Boy, look, I used to be 20 something. Obviously, we all. Let me tell you something about Freddie, bro. And look, this is just knowledge of life. That boy Freddie sound tired as a motherfucker.
I've been grinding for the.
Freddie woke up 5 minutes ago.
I've been grinding. I've been grinding for the last.
That boy sound like he on
days.
his last leg.
I've been streaming for the last 6 days.
Get this boy
straight.
some orange juice.
But you know, I keep pushing, man. So every time I get up, the grind fuels me, Twan. I can't even lie. So I mean, like as I said, somebody's got to do it, and I got to take the dedication and the consistency, and I know God honors it. Yeah, right.
You did it at the right time too, man. That's why I was trying to tell you to go ahead and get your show started. Because when people try to create a show in the season, it don't usually work out.
Right.
But when you establish yourself before the season starts, then people are going to be more tuned in to get your opinion on games and stuff like that. Because that's all you talk about during the season is games.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And either ending one game or preparing for another one. And you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I'm glad you started it when you did, and now people, Freddie, let me see what Freddie got to say. You know what I'm saying? When they doing their rounds on Sundays, you know what I'm saying, or whatever. Because when you try to start a show during the season, people have already made up their mind who they fucking with that year, and it's just So I'm glad that boy going for rookie of the year, bro.
I don't think anybody's out there challenging them. But Freddie,
I'm gonna get you a 704 Charlotte Bound shirt too, man.
Man, say less, man. I appreciate it, man.
Yes, sir.
But I'm not done. But that show is going to be bigger because I have so many things I want to do. Like I've got pieces to a studio that I want to build. The first one was my computer. My computer comes today. It's not here yet, but you know. Shout out to Cool Kev, by the way. Cool Kev is a big one.
Cool Kev is in here. Cool Kev dropped off. Yeah. Came in and dropped off some money today too, bro.
Yeah. Shout out to Cool Kev, man.
Appreciate you.
Yeah, Edge.
Shout out to JP. Shout out to Flame for Jesus.
Oh,
Flame for Jesus is another heavy hitter, bro.
Hey, shout out to Relax Talks.
When it keeps falling is toxic positivity. Hey. Listen.
It's true.
It's true.
I mean, it's true, but you act like I don't think about the other side of the coin, though. I do, but you know, as I said, shout out to JP. JP is also a big time supporter of the Ville Kid Show. Shout out my boy JP. You know,
704 day oneer.
Hell yeah.
Man.
Hey, look, bro, I'm gonna tell you, if JP fucking with you, you got a real one. JP don't fuck with everybody.
Yeah. You got good company with JP.
JP don't fuck with everybody, bro.
And I can tell you another heavy hitter in your chat too, Twan. Shout out to Charles Xavier, another heavy hitter.
Oh yeah,
we had Xavier, man.
Oh yeah,
the real one, man.
Oh yeah. Shout out to Charles Xavier, man. And a lot of new people have actually hit my link just to talk to me, like people I wouldn't expect to.
That's why that's why shows, man, like you gotta do, like people gotta do word of mouth. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
some people are gatekeepers. You know what I'm saying? Like
Mhm.
everybody wants to be on top, man. You know what I'm saying? But my thing
Yeah.
is this: when I was a young boy, young dude, yeah, I want to be on top of everything too. Because I mean, Freddie is a young buck, y'all. Y'all should know
Yeah.
that. So he's gonna have young energy too, man. So look, I understand when he want to be on top. People will say, "Oh man, you gotta wait your turn." I don't believe in that shit. I believe go for the shit where the iron is hot. You know what I'm saying? And
My
everybody
family
want to be
backing
on
on that
top,
shit
but
too as
I'm
well,
telling you,
Twan. So,
people also recognize when you show love, man. And my thing is, look, man, 704 Charlotte Bound Show, we're going on almost 7 years now, which is going to be our stellar year of the 704. Shout out to, and my show got started, Freddie, on one of my lost best friends, man, who went by the name 704 Charlotte Bound. So we changed the show name to that. Shout out to 704, man, up in heaven. You know what I'm saying? RIP to my man. And we just try to, I wish you could have met him. I wish you could have seen him, bro. Like nobody could debate with this dude. He was JP and the best debaters and all these motherfuckers all wrapped up in one. You know what I'm saying? And when he got going, people didn't want it with him. They didn't want it with him. You know what I'm saying?
They didn't want to touch that. They want to.
I just want to see the community get strong, man. I want to see the community get strong. And stay strong, man. So,
that's why I always do my rounds around the YouTube, like even before I go live, I do my rounds around YouTube, and I go show love to whoever is
I was like, man, look, I ain't seen Freddie Black Ass over here in a minute. He got Hollywood.
No. I was here. Hold on, Twan. I was here the other. Hold on. I was here the other week. I've just been grinding the last 7 days.
Freddie, I'm
streamed the last 7 days.
No, Freddie. No, Freddie, you good. You good, Freddie. Hey, Freddie. Hey, Freddie. The reason why I haven't hopped on, man, is because one, I be working, and two, when you are live, I'm working, and at work it's loud as hell. I'm like, I ain't gonna hop in there. You're gonna hear all this loud machinery and stuff. I ain't gonna do that. Maybe be fucking up your shows and stuff like that. I ain't gonna do that for you.
We do almost 200 fucking people across 3 platforms every time we go live, man. So we do all right, man. We do all right.
Awesome.
We do good. Awesome. You know what I'm saying? So it's just like, man, look, I like showing everybody love, as you can see on this show. To see these people come up, man, you know what I'm saying, and do the right thing. And I don't get behind everything. I get behind what I feel is right.
Yeah, that's a fact.
And I like your youth is a breath of fresh air, man. Because in the past, people your age that do Panthers content, it's you know what it sounded like, Freddie?
What up?
It sounded like with that young boy on your show yesterday.
You
already know where I'm going with this.
Oh, I know where you're going with this.
I don't even know who dude's name is. I don't want to put him out there like that. But when he said,
I just want to say that's a fan of ours because he saw me on PPP and OG's platform. Okay. So like that's a fan from like he said that he been watching us from like X and he we going around and things like that. Like he be in the chat listening to us.
That was still a very stupid ass young take. When he said that Matt Stafford was overrated.
Oh yeah, that was crazy. That was crazy. But,
I was like, man, I would hit the link, but it's no need of me arguing. That's just I like
don't hit the link for his ass.
Yeah, he's a young boy, so I was like, man,
yeah. He's still trying to figure it out, which is all good. Well, Freddie, before we head out here, let me go ahead and get your take on the Canales situation. Have you seen some of these pressers that Canales be having?
They be interesting. They be interesting to say the less.
Okay. Well, let me get your side of the take. When Canales is out here talking about, the team, certain players, certain teams is doing well, while other parts, I just haven't really gotten the look of, because he's supposed to be a head coach for the entire team, right?
Right.
So when he's asked about, how does it look with the defense?
Mm-hmm.
And the only thing he brings up with the defense that the defense needs to improve on is just communication. But he doesn't bring up, a player here, a position here, position there. What does that tell you about that?
To me, he's not really looking at the whole team in its totality. I honestly still think it's in the back of his head because you got to think he's an offensive-minded coach. So I think he's still locked in a little bit more on that offense than I do think that defense, and I think that's a problem. I think he's got to look at it in both ways. I think you got to look at them both with eagle eyes. I don't think you can just kind of slack off and not pay attention to the defense because the defense definitely has some issues. So, I mean,
well, it's like JP said earlier, though, man. Shout out to JP. JP said, "Look, the defense is really not the worry. I feel like they'll get their shit together." You know what I'm saying? And last year, when you looked at the defense and the defense held the offense down.
Yeah.
It's a difference between being ranked 14th and 15th and being ranked 28th, 29th.
Yeah.
So, I
talked about that on my show.
Yeah, I'm like Freddie. It's a lot to be designed in the preseason, but I think they'll be ready during the regular season.
Yeah, same.
The offense, though, I can't speak on, and we'll wait and see.
Yeah, but that's also true though. But here's the thing though. As a person that's a head coach of a team, is this like being a supervisor at work? You're not just focusing on the operation staff only and not focus on the admin staff. They both work hand in hand. It's just like it's like with the coaching. It's like with a head coach. You're not just going to look at what you have done on your side, focus on that part, and not focus on the other part, even though the other side is good. You still have to focus on all
parts of the team,
and that's offense, defense, and special teams. You have to focus on all those,
right?
And you have to focus on all those individually. That's what a head coach does. A head coach may have an offensive coordinator, a defensive coordinator, and a special teams coach. Yeah, he may have that. And he may get reports from those guys to determine what best way to use his team when it comes down on Sundays, Mondays, or Thursdays. I get that. But for the simple fact that you just can't, that the only thing you come up with is, the communication on the defense is getting better. That's the only thing that you can bring up is just that, and not bring up, certain areas. But on the offensive side, you can bring up, the run game is doing this, the pass game is doing this, our offensive line, we're shuffling stuff around to figure that part out. When you can bring up like different aspects of one side, but be broad on another, that kind of shows your lack of, what's the best way to put it? Your lack of, what's that word? Intuition, not even intuition. Your lack of focus
on both sides, on all three phases of the game,
on the whole team in general. Because the last thing you need is for now your offense to rank up, but your defense to slack. Even though we all know it's not going to, but you have to have that balance. You got to have that balance between all three phases.
I do think that defense figures it out, though.
True, and I believe it figures it out too. But as a head coach, I would at least need to know what I would need from them in order to make sure they know, because we all know what's lacking on the defense. It's clear as day. It's the linebacker position, but it's not just linebacker position. It's the depth. Of the whole defense is also what's lacking as well. Because if one of those starters go down, you better hope and pray that someone's ready to step the hell up.
No, I agree. No, I mean that's basically called next man up, but that's in all phases, Edge. But that just comes with the territory of the NFL. So I mean. And again, Ed, respect to you and doing the show as well.
Man, I appreciate you, Fred. I appreciate you, man.
Yes, sir.
Well, there you have it, folks. You guys hear the music. You already know what time it is. About time for us to roll on out of here. But I want to thank everybody that was in the chat that came through. JP, Flame for Jesus, Lily, Charles Xavier, Navash, NH Official, Jeff R, Miss Donna B, Miss Douglas, Rodney Boyd, see you up in there. Supernova Moore, I can't forget about you, brother. I can't forget about you. AC's always dropping in saying what's up. You know what I'm saying? Appreciate all the super chats. I love Dom 34. I see you in there. I can't forget about you. Did I say Miss Douglas? If I did say Miss Douglas, I said
Relax and Talk Sports as well.
Relax and Talk Sports. I didn't forget about you. Didn't forget about you. Everybody who was up in here who also didn't comment but watched the video. Hey, I appreciate you. The Boiling Ring Band 3. I see you. I saw you in the chat. Appreciate you coming through. Ray Shack. Dirt Road 444. I appreciate you coming through as well, man.
Shout out to Dirt Road.
I also want to Supernova Moore. I remember to shout you out, brother. Appreciate you for coming through. Also want to shout out the great panel that I got here, the Mr. Yogi himself. Twan Don, Young Freddie, aka Rookie of the Year, Young Freddie.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
I want to appreciate
let Freddie plug again, man.
Hey, man.
Hey, Freddie, go on ahead, bro.
Hey, man. If you guys have not,
Freddie, I'm taking you under my wing, man. One of the OGs. I'm one of the OGs. So look, man, I want you to do well, man. I want you to represent.
Twan, I'm on the road to monetization, Twan. So hopefully I get that before the season, man.
I think you're an incredible guy. I think you're gonna be an incredible guy to represent the youth, man. The real voice of the youth.
Yeah, I appreciate it. Hey, man, if you guys have not already, man, make sure you guys go like, comment, subscribe to the Ville Kids Show. As I said again, if you guys are looking to speak your mind and things like that, I'd be more than happy to welcome you on my show, introduce, and we have a football conversation. No matter who you are, no matter what you do, I respect your opinion as always. I'm the Ville Kid. Peace.
Peace. Oh, hey, shout out to Tony. With his unapologetic opinions out there. He does those shows in the morning. Hey, make sure
shout out to Frat.
Mm-hmm. Oh, shout out to Cool Kev. My bad, Cool Kev. I almost forgot about you, my brother. Shout out to you, though. You the real G.
Cool, man. Kev, Flame for Jesus. Hey, man, go ahead and plug JP to
Bloody Knuckles.
Bloody Knuckles.
So Twan Don Entertainment is gonna be having Bloody Knuckles, who is also in the building for a little bit, man. He's also gonna be having a show called Bloody Knuckles Live. All right, and if you ain't ready, be prepared because you about to get ready. Man. And also, Twan AC Collective Cognitive Shared Intelligence, the Hers and Hims podcast is coming through, man. You want to talk about real intelligence, you want to talk about real facts, you want to talk about real stats, you want to talk about real football. Hers and Hims podcast show is coming out very, very, very soon. Also, Mr. Twan Don got that other show called The Versus coming on up too, man. If you think you have what it takes to challenge anybody in the debate, it'll be right here on Twan Don's Presents Versus. All right,
that's gonna be entertaining.
Also, we do a show. On the show, man. We big hip hop fans over here and music fans. Also on Friday drop, we always show different things with the music scene. If you're a hip hop fan, also, man, Rhapsody dropped today, man. Female MC out of North Carolina. I'm very, very familiar with. No, that's my home girl. Been rapping under Jamla, which is an organization that I am a part of, that I produce with. Shout out to the Soul Council and everybody out there that produces music under the umbrella of myself, Mr. Knife Wonder, and Kanan, a lot of other producers, man. And, she's doing her own thing now, though, man. You know what I'm saying? But I co-produced a track on this album. And this album is the new Rhapsody album. It's not a hotter female MC out there than her. The name of this album is God's Got an Afro with bold links. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, and that's out today. So head over to your streaming sources or whatever. Go check that album out. Don't take my word for it. The girl is the truth. Hey, man, the boy Game dropped the documentary part 3 today.
Oh, yes.
You know what I'm saying? So if you're a Game lover, you know, he on his fro and beard shit now. No. I'm sorry. I said the wrong name. The name of Rhapsody's album is God's Got an Afro with gold hoops. You know, talking about the earrings, you know what I'm saying? And the reason why she gave that album the title is, you know what I'm saying, she says, you know, that she sees God in herself, you know what I'm saying, and also from a female's point of view. But I'm telling you, the album's solid. It's crazy. Go check it out. But back to Game, you know what I'm saying? Game gave you the documentary, documentary 2, and now it's giving you the documentary 3. I'm a big Game fan too, man. I like Game, bro. So go check that out, you know what I'm saying? And Edge.
Man. Check it out. Hey, check all of it out, man. It's gonna be great. It's gonna be good. This has been a word of Edgewise. Well, we don't state bullshit. We just state the facts. Hey, Twan, go ahead, throw it on.